everybody, my name is Richard Fink and you're within the frame. Let's talk about Finding Dory. You already all saw it. You know it. Why even watching this review? Based on the box office, everybody's seen it and you don't need me to tell you it's good because you know it's good. I mean, I'll just throw up a picture of baby Dory here. That's right, look at her. Look at her. Yeah, she's cute. The movie's really good. You don't need me to tell you anything different. So let's move on to a different movie, Warcraft. I'm sorry, I mean Warcraft. No, I stand by what I said. It's crap. And I don't like saying that. Look, I don't like going into these movies wanting to hate them. I typically can find something to say about a lot of movies. I found something good to say about Batman v Superman even. So for me to go into Warcraft and find nothing good to say about it, that's so disheartening and it makes me feel like an asshole. But I'm going to be an asshole. So, let's talk about, okay, you know what? I can say one good thing about it. Before I start trashing it, I'm going to start with one positive, is that the orc scenes are the best part of the movie. They are surprisingly more realistic than the humans in this movie, who are super wooden. This movie, the acting in this movie makes the Star Wars prequels acting look like gold, like Oscar caliber gold. They're so stiff. I don't even want to call them cardboard. I want to call them styrofoam, because if you move them 1 inch, they're going to snap. Okay, let's start with the basic fundamental flaw of this movie, is that it is an entire 2-hour origin story, and it's nothing but setup. This is a story that we don't need to see. I have had friends who play the game. They've informed me about a lot of this mythology of the game. And the after credit moment of this movie features the baby orc being found. Little green Moses, because that's what he is put in a raft down the water and his parents are killed. In the future, he becomes the leader of the orcs and unites the horde. And that's an interesting story to tell. That would have been a cool movie. But here we just get a long history lesson about, you know, why the orcs get here, why they're all fighting, which you could have summed up in a 5-minute prologue. Lord of the Rings did it. Superman's done it for years. This would have been like making the entire first Superman movie all on Krypton and ending with Superman in the pod. You know that's boring because that's not what you want to see. All the characters here are really one-dimensional. And I want to highlight Ben Foster, who is a really good actor in a lot of movies. He was really good in 3:10 to Yuma. And even in X-Men 3 as Angel, he doesn't get a lot to do, but he still makes an impression as Angel. And here, he's playing a mage. I don't even remember his name. I just called him Obi-Wan Kenobi because all he does is deliver exposition. And he talks to Paula Patton, who's Gamora. I think it's Gamora in the movie, but she looks like Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. That's just what I'm going to call her. And he has a scene with her, supposed to be a big dramatic reveal, and you're just like, what just happened? Every character in this movie, their whole job is to either say who they are, tell you what's going on, explain some history, or say, I gotta go. Seriously, every other time a character pops up in this movie, they walk into a room, I gotta go here, I gotta go here. It's like, oh my god, just do something. And when stuff actually starts happening, like there's very little war in Warcraft. There's very little action. And when we get to it, it's kind of entertaining. I like the cartoonish visuals, but yeah, you've just made a giant cutscene. And I don't think you, and again, I think you can make a good movie out of anything. We've made good movies out of toys, like with the Legos. We've made good comic book movies. To say that we can't make a good video game movie, that's bullshit. I mean, that's like saying you can't make a good book movie. There's so many different types of video games and stories in video games that you can make a good movie out of it. But this one is so attached to its source material that it feels like a chore to watch it. It wasn't even a movie. This whole movie was a 2-hour chore to sit through. And I want to say, Duncan Jones, you know, you're a really talented filmmaker. Moon is great. Source Code is great. Toby Kebbell, let's talk. I like you a lot as an actor. You're a really good actor. But either fire your agent or tell your agent to step up his game because he's putting you in a lot of crap. I mean, Fantastic Four, you would have been a good Doctor Doom, but they gave you nothing. This, Prince of Persia, you're in Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur, people, if we're going to shit on a remake, stop shitting on Ghostbusters. Go shit on Ben-Hur. That's one that never should have been remade, but we're remaking it and it looks cheap. Anyway, tirade on that over. Warcraft, you know, if you're a fan of the game and you like it, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, Batman v Superman is a bad movie, but because I'm a fan of the material and I know the material, I can find things to appreciate about it. But Warcraft, as its own movie, is a bad movie. I would say it's this year's Fantastic Four. It's that disappointing and it's a real shame. And the fact that a movie with orcs and elves, goblins, sword fights, and magic bored me, that just makes me sad. Anyway, that's my review of Warcraft and my review of Finding Dory. Thank you very much for watching. You were within the frame, and I will see you next time.